everyone, my name is Chloe and welcome to Vlogmas Day 16. So if you have not seen one of my Vlogmas videos, what I do is at the beginning of this year, the beginning of 2024, I asked my best friend in real life to pick 24 books that she wanted me to read, either books that she had read and loved or books that she was interested in, books that she's seen on TikTok, whatever the case may be. And she emailed the list to my husband and he put them in this handy dandy vase. Okay, so now every day I'm drawing one of these books, giving you a little vlog, a little blast from the past, because as I'm filming this, it's Tuesday, September 3rd. It was just Labor Day. We had a great Labor Day with absolutely nothing going on, and so I was able to get a lot of the kind of tasks done that I've been wanting to do. And so it's been a great weekend. So I'm going to unbox this, I'm going to pick it and see what it is. I'm going to read it and vlog it, and we'll see what we think. So like I said, I've said it in many videos, my best friend is a professor. She's very smart, and she's also a TikToker. And so a lot of her recommendations have been a little bit different. And I like that it's pushing me out of my comfort zone, but we'll see how it goes. So let's see what we got. The Book of Lost Names by Kristen Harmel. So this is a historical fiction. Let me see. I'm going to pause really quick and look up the synopsis and let you know what it's about. Okay, so we've got, here's a synopsis. Eva, a semi-retired librarian in Florida, is shelving books one morning when her eyes lock on a photograph in a magazine lying open nearby. She freezes. It's an image of a book she hasn't seen in 65 years, a book she recognizes as the Book of Lost Names. The accompanying article discusses the looting of libraries by the Nazis across Europe during World War II, an experience Eva remembers well, and the search to reunite people with texts taken from them so long ago. The book and the photograph, an 18th century religious text thought to have been taken from France in the waning days of the war, is one of the most fascinating cases. Now housed in Berlin's Zentral und something library, it appears to contain some sort of code, but researchers don't know where it came from or what code means. Only Eva holds the answer, but will she have the strength to revisit old memories and help reunite the lost during the war? As a graduate student in 1942, she was forced to flee Paris after the arrest of her father, a Polish Jew. She found a refuge in a small mountain town in the Free Zone, and she begins forging identity documents for Jewish children fleeing to neutral Switzerland. But erasing people comes with price, along with mysterious, handsome forger named Remy. Eva decides she must find a way to preserve the real names of the children who are too young to remember who they really are. The records they keep in the Book of Lost Names will become even more vital when the resistance cell they work for is betrayed and Remy disappears. Okay, so Kristen Harmel is one that I've read a little bit from, and I've really wanted to read this book for a long time. I know my friend has read it and really liked it because she was just somewhat recently, she read 2 historical fictions back to back that she could not stop talking about, and this was one of them. And she said, but don't read 2 heavy historical fictions back to back because it kind of messed with her brain. So I'm not going to ask her why she picked it, because I know why she picked it, because she loved it. So we're going to see what I think. I don't know if I'm going to pick it up immediately because I'm feeling a little slumpy, so I don't want to jade this book, but I wanted to film this and see what it was so we could get it on the docket. So we'll see when I have an update. Hey everyone, so I just wanted to update that I've started this book and I cannot stop listening to it. I'm not kidding. I'm 30% of the way through and it is so good so far. So long story short, this is told in dual timelines from 2005 and then early 40s maybe. It's about a woman who, present day, she works in a library. She's a very strong-willed older lady, and she wants to go back to Germany because there's this man who has this book. We don't know what the book is, whatever. Then we jump back and see she was a French Jew at the time at the start of the war. So maybe it's late 30s. I don't know. And she just happened to be out when her house got ransacked, and so she is not taken prisoner, but part of her family is. And so she is a very, very talented artist. So she is trying to help with the resistance in forging documents, and it is so intense. And she's got this guy who she's working with, and she's with her mom, and it's so good. I am so intrigued, and I love that we're only following her. We're not following multiple perspectives. We are most of it is set in the 30s or 40s, not 2005, and I'm just loving it. So I am making dinner right now. We got gifted a Purple Carrot gift certificate, which is one of the meal delivery things, but to get free shipping you have to get 3 meals. And for us, like, it just has taken so long that, like, my green beans went bad. And so I'm, like, scrapping it together, but I don't even care because I'm listening to my book and it is great. So I will check in later and let you know more thoughts. Hey everyone, so I meant to update yesterday and I didn't because, so we do a book club, me and my girls, and we read books that, have to have movies. And so then my daughter like notebooks and summarizes each chapter. It's a little bit of school and then we have a little movie party. So yesterday we watched Stuart Little, and I like the book does not really or the movie does not really follow the book. It really just follows the very beginning of the book. But it was cute. So we watched that and made my room really dark and stuff during quiet time and did that. And then afterwards we got up and did some science and used nature tools to like anything from nature to paint. And so it was fun. It was a good afternoon. So didn't have time to update though. So I finished this book and I really enjoyed it. I would say I would give it probably 4 stars. It was way better than I expected. So I can't remember what I've said now because it's been a couple days. But the moral of the story is we follow this lady, Ava, I think is how the audiobook pronounced it, even though it looks more like Eva. But she was 2005 is present day. She's an old lady. And she reads this article about this man that has this book in Berlin, and it's the Book of Lost Names. And so we go back, like she goes to Berlin, but the majority of the book is in the early 40s, right in the beginning of the war. She is a French-born Jew, and her parents are both Polish, and so they're in a lot of danger. And their family gets separated. Her and her mom end up going to a safe place in France, and she starts working for the resistance. And so we get her story, and there's a little bit of romance. There's a little bit of like female friendship. There's a lot of the mother-daughter relationship that I really enjoyed. And overall, like I thought, yes, the war plays a really big part in this book, but I feel like it didn't get bogged down with like the, I don't know, sometimes historical fiction gets really bogged down in the setting, and I feel like that was not the case here. And you don't need to know really anything going in to be able to follow this story. And there's lots of characters, and yet it never really felt like chaotic or confusing or distracting. It just worked out really, really good. I will say the pace did slow down a little bit, kind of in the early part of the second half, and then the ending was like pow, 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 all these things happening, all these reunions, all these things. And so I wish the pacing was just a little bit different, but overall, this was a solid 4-star for me. So definitely a big win. So that is everything for today. We'll see what tomorrow holds. Thank you so much for watching.